What is good? Hola, bonjour. I used to take French, so. But it's Deja and DeAndre.
I don't need you to introduce me.
Okay.
It's DeAndre here. Y'all know what's up. The lovable Dre. Beautiful Dre. Small head
The
Dre.
head's still little Dre. So, yes. Before we get started today, we want to introduce the whole purpose of our brand. So it's an acronym that's called RICE. RICE, you know, not the school, not the food, our own thing. And it means reach inside, cultivate everyone. So reach inside, comma, cultivate everyone. We came up with this because we thought that why is everyone walking around here keeping their gifts and their talents and everything that they know to themselves and just using it for their benefit? So the reason why we even wanted to create something like this is because we want to have what we have inside reach in ourselves, mainly just me, not really him, reach into myself and be able to take what I have and cultivate other people, which cultivate means what? To grow, you know, and growing just means, you know, mentally, physically, emotionally. And so, yes, the whole purpose of everything that we're doing is because we want to use what we have and then bring it out and help everyone else do what they want to do as well. Because growing up, it was hard for me even because no one ever wanted to kind of give me any gems or teach me anything. So we want to just change that. And a part of that whole umbrella of us reaching in and cultivating people, one thing that I'm excited to come out with, I'm coming out with a book, and it's just going to be poems of my experience.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He be sleeping on me. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming out with a book, and it's going to be like poems, short stories, drawings, from my life experiences, things that I've been going through as far as like mental health, identity, going to a predominantly white institution. It's just a lot of things. And so I'll be coming out with that, which is, you know, of course, reaching inside myself and cultivating others, of course, because it's knowledge. And then also we're going to have the clothing. All right, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so we're going to have our clothing line, like we said in the other video. But to get a little bit more in detail, it's going to have our brand name that we said before, and we're going to have images that we feel like speaks to everyone and not just concluded on us as partners or as a family, but so it can show everyone. So if someone wears it, they can be asked, what is this, and know what they're talking about and not feel like it's only determined about their race or their gender. So it's just about everyone as a full people, as a whole group. And we're including everyone, not just...
Yes, and a lot of the clothing will also, because, you know, being a female, sometimes people think that I'm supposed to dress a certain way, which is like, I don't know, more feminine or whatever, but I'm usually wearing things that do not go under that category. And so it's just going to be a lot of clothing that can just, anybody can wear. Like, you don't have to be a girl and wear the skirt. Like, that doesn't, you know what I'm saying? So we just want to create a lot of diverse clothing, a lot of diverse messages and images. So that's coming out too. And then, of course, like our YouTube, and that's the commentary engine, just promoting a lot of local Black businesses that we've come to know or just books that we've been reading, which leads me into the next part. This segment is called The Beauty of Books, you know? And so, you can start off.
I'll begin, I guess. So, it's tea time. We're reading Big Gucci autobiography. So, the reason first to start off, I got into this book. I haven't got too deep into it. Basically on chapter 4 or 5.
1 or 2, probably.
Stop. 4 or 5. And it's a very good book, but I started reading it because of school initially. In U.S. history, we learned about African-American culture and just the broad spectrum. So we got African-American authors and read their books. And I specifically chose Gucci Mane because I'm interested in his music. And I just want to hear more about his life story. And over time that I've been reading this book, I've learned more and more about him. Just knowing that he was initially born in Alabama and moved and raised to Atlanta. And things like that helped me as a young kid growing up in the inner city of D.C. and how he grew up in the urban cities of Atlanta. and just kind of like reflect based on how I can benefit myself through the troubles that I have in my community, but also see how he dealt with them and like balance them out in a certain way. So that's just an overall spectrum so far, because it's only chapter 4 and it's still a lot left, as you can see. So yeah.
So we encourage people to start reading this book,
Yes.
especially if you're an African American male, because you can find a lot of gems in there. And especially if you listen to his music, it's cool to understand about the artists that you listen to. So that's a good book to read. Now for me, if you know me, then you know Charlemagne is the name he go by. And this is my man's, okay? So this was his first book that he came out with. Charlemagne the God is on The Breakfast Club, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people know, but if you don't know, please watch their videos. One of my favorite videos will have to be either the one with Dick Gregory, or let's see, what's another good one? I watch all of them so much, so I just forget. I love the one with Tiana Taylor and her husband, Iman Shumford. It's so many. So if you want me to let you know some other ones that you should watch, let me know. And so this book is called Black Privilege, and it says opportunities come to those who create it, which is so important because as we get older, you know, being African American or people of color in this world, we sometimes try to fall on the pity. Like, you want people to feel sorry for us. We want people to just, you know, help us along the way. But sometimes you just got to do it on your own. Sometimes you just got to fight through and just do what you got to do. And so that's what this book is talking about. A couple things that he mentions, which is important, is just like take advantage of internships and free opportunities. I know it's hard for some people because, you know, you need the money and you need the job over like the internship or experience. But if you really want to do what you love in life, you're going to have to just do things for free. He be doing things for free for me all the time.
Me? Good Lord.
You know, free labor. And then also just being excited about your future. He talks about like you just got to be out here, and it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be a struggle, but you just gotta grind. Like, you just gonna have to do what you gotta do. And I know it's not as easy as it seems, but he also talks about that, and also just keeping the faith. I know everyone may not be fully into like or a spiritual person, but sometimes you gotta believe in things that aren't tangible in order to get through life, and having faith in stuff that you can't see at the moment is very important, because I'm in college and I just know it's pressure out here, and you know, you're just gonna have to believe in yourself before anybody else. And so that's what Charlemagne the God talks about. If you want to know more about this book, please read it. It's one of my favorite books I've ever read in life, and it's hard because growing up I never read books about anyone Black, really. And so to read a book about someone who's still alive and flourishing and prospering, like that's why we wanted to talk about these two books. So hold yours up. Can't even see yours, boy. Dang. All right, but yes, thank you so much, and stay tuned.